Think Blue. And now we're going to turn it over to our amazing, amazing mayor of Houston, Sylvester Turner.
Look, let me thank Bill, and it's good to be with him, and it's good to be, Allison, with everyone again this year. And look, I'm delighted to be here. I forgot to put on a blue suit, but I do now find accessories. So I've got my blue hanky working right here. Look, let me just say that I'm delighted to be with you again this year. At a time when we are dealing with other healthcare concerns, we have to bear in mind that there are some other matters that we need to address as well. And colorectal cancer prevention, education, very, very important. And look, I'm honored to be standing in not only just with Allison, but with Mr. Ramirez, and it's good to be with him, and then with Vinny, and 15-year-old cancer survivor. Please give it up to all of them, both of them. Look, let me just say that March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month for the city of Houston. I've signed a proclamation I'm going to be presenting in a few minutes. And then just this past Saturday, I was with a group of individuals who were walking to bring attention to colorectal cancer. In fact, I've been with them for the last 7 years consecutively, walking. And I want to give a lot of credit to them, because prior to me joining them in their walk, I had not been tested. I had not had a colonoscopy, and Valerie was on my case every single year, and every time I came out, she asked, had your butt been checked? That's how she put it, and I told her no, and she kept on, and then finally on the fourth time, she brought a doctor out with her, and she asked me again, and I said no. She said, I've already scheduled the appointment and everything for you. And then I went and got checked, and quite frankly, I'm glad I did, because they found several polyps. And so let me just say to all, especially to all of the men out there who have a tendency to put it off. It was one of the best decisions that I've made. It was painless, okay, and it was highly beneficial. So I want to thank people who every year bring attention to it, because we have to, and literally lives can be saved, and quite frankly, you can end up saving your own. So that's why it's important, and that's why I try to make it out. And then certainly it affects young people, Vinny. It can affect women, it affects men, and it has a disproportionate impact on African American men for whatever reason. In fact, African American men experience colon cancer 50% more than white men. I don't understand why, but those are the realities. And an estimated 19,740 cases of colorectal cancer are expected to occur among blacks in 2020. So it's just important for us all to get tested. It is a non-discriminatory sort of element, and so it affects people across the board, but it is something that is highly preventable. But it's important that we draw attention to the testing, the education, the treatment, and the prevention. And that's why we're here, and that's why I want to tell my own story, because I was one who just put it off, until someone just kept at me, and I did, and I'm glad I did. And I believe that I've got an added extension on my own life, and we want people to have an added extension on their lives as well. So Allison, if you will, I'm going to present this proclamation. And what it says is that whereas colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death in the United States among men and women, and whereas 1 in 20 men and 1 in 24 women will be diagnosed with colorectal cancer in their lifetimes, there are now more than 1 million survivors of colorectal cancer in the United States. And Vinny, why don't you come closer? Mr. Ramirez, come closer. And you are looking at 3 of them right here. 3 of them. And whereas the national goal established by the National Colorectal Cancer Roundtable is for 80% of American ages 50 and older to be screened in every community, a majority of colon cancer deaths can be prevented and treated through proper screening and early detection. And whereas during the month of March, Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month will be observed, and there will be several community outreach events scheduled around Houston to help raise awareness and educate Houstonians about colorectal cancer. And whereas the city of Houston commends all those involved in raising awareness and sharing information, as their tireless dedication is truly appreciated by all those affected by colorectal cancer, and extends best wishes on a successful observance. Therefore, I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, hereby proudly proclaim March 2020 as Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month in the City of Houston. Thank you all for just staying in there. Thank you. Then I will present this. Bill wants to come up close.